Hello everyone, Jet here, and welcome back to my Dowie playthrough as Clan Angrund, where we are currently helping the Dwarves, as we are obviously Clan Angrund rather than the normal straight Dwarf faction, to fight off Fergus Woemaker. So we're going to jump straight into this battle, guys. Now, as I previously mentioned, guys, I am now playing... I'm now recording in a different format. It's technically a better format. Let me know if it is better. It's a much larger file size, that's for sure. So just give me a shout, letting me know what you think of it and how you think it's working for me. Oh, I've got two armies reinforcing here, guys. So this is going to be a little bit of a hectic battle for me. Okay.
I am strong. Keep him at beard's length. With haste. Keep him at beard's length. Lord of Clan Morgan. I keep my oaths.
Right.
For Grimnir! Ready? Alright! Fine!
Right, we're going to pause this while I organise my two armies. I'm going to keep my two armies separated. I didn't put you there. Why is it doing that? Right, so... it's not going to let me do it as I want, so we're going to actually pull you two guys completely separately. Moving them around when they're grouped doesn't work particularly well, guys. So we're going to put our line with our guys at the back, and these guys can go on either flank. Right, these guys can start marching straight up here, again with one of the lords on either flank, and all of their ranged here. Okay, let's start these guys moving. We want to get engaged. This little army is not going to last long at all. To be fair, this little army attacking is brave. Because they really aren't going to last long here. These guys are all going to get involved. Ideally what we want to do is we want to get one army there, and kind of move in a pincer on either side just to squish them. This army engaging so my iron breakers can all get in on the sides. Let's double time it while my guys all move up into positions. Right, let's move you guys across slightly. Valiantly still fighting, but it's not going to last long now.
For the ancestor gods, move now. Shieldbearers hold. Shieldbearers hold.
This army, little army, why they attacked on their own? Well, I mean they didn't have much choice. They should have pulled right back, but yeah. Right, we're starting to engage. Now this is going to be fun. Boom. These guys can move forwards. This is the tricky bit. It's going to be getting up that hill. Oh god. Actually no, stop, backspace, reform. Sorry, I don't like pausing, guys, but we need to reform. I'd missed those guys coming in from my flank. You guys can just do a quick reform to start shooting. And obviously our leaders can go in.
Breakers! I speak my lord's will!
He appears to be pinned.
Iron breakers! Attack the ark! Obey me! They have wronged us!
You guys can move up. You guys can all, as always, be taken off skirmish.
Hold in ammunition! Quickly now!
You guys can form a flank there. You guys can just get straight in.
Axes out, lads! Plow through!
You can charge straight in as well. These guys can move up here. You can charge up to give support. You guys can all move and shoot into here.
For the ancestors! Move now! I am ready for our ancestors!
Slamming in, that's good. These guys can all turn and face them. You guys are engaged. Where's my other Rune Lord? Oh, he is already right in. You guys can just slam into these guys to completely surround and pin them. We're obliterating them, that's good. You guys can hit them before they hit us. Ironbreakers are pounding these units. Perfect, you guys can start moving up here. And that's it, guys, they are breaking! So we have shattered that Chaos Force. It's a shame about the first Dwarf army which went in there, but they helped them. To be fair, they did what I needed them to do. They held them in position so that my guys could position themselves, so we could bring my Ironbreakers down on the front and we could get all of my range into the enemy while they were so clumped there. I mean, this army actually probably did the least here. Logazor Finneson probably did the most damage there, and he even only lost 22 people, guys. So if they deployed, you know, 92 and they held them, I mean, they held the Chaos for a long time there, which gave my army time to position itself and smash them. So that's what I needed there. So that was a nice decisive victory there. To be fair, it wasn't a high damage battle, but both their armies were already injured. So no, that was a good thing. So we've almost smashed this little Chaos incursion here. Now there will be another Chaos incursion later on, guys, but that's the first one for us to worry about. Obviously we've got this one here to deal with, and potentially another one from over there. The Dwarfs have dealt with the other large-scale Chaos incursion, however, as well. So this time we're rebutting Chaos very well. And once we've rebutted these guys, we're going to get ready for the War of the Beards Mark II. the second War of the Beards, and we will smash them. The other dwarf force has run away, unsurprisingly. At some point we may end up with a dwarf v dwarf war, which is not something I'm looking forward to, but we'll deal with that, we deal with that. We're going to recapture Kislev here. This army on its own is not really something I need to worry about. So we're going to grab Kislev and potentially that other little place nearby. Again, try to expand our territory a bit further north, and we might try and push into the northern wastes a little bit. And we will fortify that massively, because if we get there, we really will be the first line of defense against chaos, which is not a pretty situation to be in, to be fair. Ooh, Itza! So they are at war with me, but I think they're also at war with the dwarves, so... Where are they gonna land? Are they actually gonna land? I mean, they might be deciding here is too dangerous. Which is probably quite a sensible call, because here is quite dangerous. Nope, not happening. The dwarfs have got little settlements everywhere. War fever, straight out. So once again we're going to chuck a lord here, whose job is going to be to go down and just cap here.
Our ancestors would be proud.
We're going to go cap Kislev. We have lost a unit. Oh yeah, we lost our dragon, didn't we? I mean, not a dragon, our artillery.
My anger burns bright. I'm leaving. Going, attack!
Just going to auto this. Oh! Dwarfs do not do well with autos.
Iron will.
A nice settlement for us. We'll go for Prague next. We'll capture these places. We really are going to become the front line against chaos here, guys. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing.
I'll get on it.
In fact, let's do a little bit of merging.
Yes, onward.
He can pull back to get... He's going to pull back to reinforce.
Ready.
Okay. No, I do need to spend some time paying attention to my settlements. Where can I spend points? Ah, there.
What do you want?
The vampires are pretty much done now, guys. I think they have one settlement left. So the second vampire war is about to end. Our war against chaos is going nicely. He might need to be redirected over here. But this army can as well, because that's quite a nice little solid army now as well. So That is a very anti-chaos army because it's very heavy armor piercing, so that's quite a good one to use. So we've come out of this quite well, and we've still got this little fleet around here, but once we've dealt that, we're going to have 4 armies here who are going to lead the way into the Elven lands. They're not really high level armies, but with 4 of them that shouldn't matter because they can work in concert. And the key thing with taking the Elven lands is going to be getting us that foothold. Ideally what I want to do is I want to try and take Lothen really quickly in the region around Lothen. Because Lothen is a really big settlement and gives really big buffs. So they're just going to sail straight out from here and make a beeline straight at Lothen. And once we have Lothen, we'll build that into a military base, into a solid military base. And we'll expand out through the through the High Elf territory from there. But I do need to be careful because the High Elves can bring a lot of forces against me, so it is gonna be a tricky one. The other thing is I could just go and squish the Wood Elves, but I know I'm gonna get somebody shouting to me in the comments but I want to go take out Ulthuan first. I can squish the Wood Elves whenever I want. However, they are causing quite a bit of damage to the Bretonnians, who are one of my allies. We're also going to take up here, and we're going to properly fortify the north. Belegar is going to form our northern bastion up there, where obviously he's going to... I would like to get him elsewhere, but he's up there now. And we're going to build a northern bastion there, and we're going to have 2 really solid army setups over there. Okay, so we've got the first landing here, and they're pushing towards Skavenblight, so he's going to jump over. He won't be able to make it to those guys in time. So he's going to jump over and smash them. I don't like the idea of holding these territories, but I kind of need to. So you are going to move over to this corner actually now. Where have they all gone? That is the question. Ooh, I could get him Iron Breakers. Nope. We're going to build a perfect army here, guys, as well, soon. But not quite yet. I would like to get another Master Engineer. Right, we're going to build an engineer's workshop. No, we're going to keep growing. Here needs to grow, and it isn't growing at all at the moment. Oh no, it is. I am a numpty. That's spent all our money.
My axe thirsts for war. Summon me if you dare. Time to slay Oathbreakers. Belegar, true king of 8 peaks.
We're going to march on Prague. And so you are pulling back to recoup.
Revenge incarnate. For our forefathers.
Nice easy cap hit.
Revenge it.
We capture these 2 places. We get iron from there. I would like to get Karak Drak. So if the dwarves aren't there, so I might make a beeline for there actually, because that will get me a gem mine, and gem mines are really good. It gives us Skaven a special building. No, getting a gem mine would be quite a good thing for us, and then obviously we can build around here. Don't necessarily want to cap here. I can just leave here squished, and we can try and capture these places as well as part of our northern bastion. We're getting to the point now where we're running out of we'll buff up his weapon strength a little bit. So our northern push is going well. That other army is coming down. I'm half tempted to drop one of these armies and get another perfect army built, but for the moment I like having the 4 armies there. And they are going to be my initial invasion of Ulthuan. It would be nice to have a full set-up army there, but I can't quite do that just yet, so... And I do need to keep expanding, so I'm gonna get the Dwarven territories I can in the north once we've taken these 2 places. We're just gonna burn our way. We're not gonna capture the really nasty territory for us. We're just gonna knock it over so it is done and dealt with, guys. And as I said, we are preparing for that invasion of Ulthuan. Not so worried about the Wood Elves at the moment, though I do want to keep an eye on them, certainly. Who's this? That's Gerard's errantry expanding there. The Empire is doing nicely. The Empire's got a nice chunk of territory now. We have certainly painted the map purple between me and Bretonnia. Does make it look like I've got all of here, but I don't. If I can turn this purple, that'll be a very big thing for us. And then you can see up here, there are definitely still a lot of high elves up there. So, oh, I'm missing a lord floating around in the sea at the moment, aren't I, guys? I need to get him out again soon, because he will help with my buffs and my income, actually. So we're going to get a new lord out whose job is going to be floating around at sea. I want to know where all those chaos hordes went. Or did they just disappear? Let's keep an eye. Nope. Do they just fall over once the Chaos faction's actually fallen? Nope, they are still about somewhere. Okay, let's fight this. So, this is... not quite sure why we're fighting in the underway, because, well, we were in the underway, but they're not. We can spawn forwards here, which is quite nice. We're also getting allies from their side. Now, what we want to do is we want to have our Longbeards spread throughout the ranks, because they actually give buffs to those around them. So having them spread throughout like that is actually quite good.
For the ancestors!
Nice, can toggle skirmish mode off. They're going to engage straight away. I'm not going to have them on fire at will right at the start. Oh. These guys are actually going to be a little bit more square in their formation, because then I can control them a bit better and what they're aiming at, and they're not, when they're turning, they're not going to be quite as a pain to deal with. And you can all go straight onto those Chaos Warriors. So focus them on one unit, that unit breaks. Now this is going to be the tricky bit, guys. These guys are just going to get instantly involved from the sides. They are obliterating that unit. You guys can push into the sides here. These thunderers are just going to keep shooting into the sides. That's good. Let's get our counter charges on.
I speak my lord's will.
Right, range can switch unit now. You can start shooting into the back of some of these guys over here.
Put those dwarven legs. Range fire.
You can slide into the back of them. You guys can keep chasing them. In fact, you guys can go straight up after that cannon. So you shooting back at the hell cannon. These thunderers can thunder them. These thunderers can try and get around up here, though they're in a bit of trouble. That unit's dealt with. Let's let's go for their lord. You guys can start moving through.
Longbeards! Ready to strike! Pillars!
Ow!
For the ancestors!
Let's hit those Chaos Knights. Wow, this unit's getting shredded, though he did go all the way up there on his own, so... Those Chaos Knights are going straight down, which is what I wanted. You guys can turn in on him. Let's focus fire this other unit of Chaos Knights.
Get moving! Thunderers! Move! Let's start shooting! Charge!
You guys can move up through the gap. You guys can start shooting them.
For the ancestor gods!
That's what we want. Right, you can hit those Marauder Horsemen next.
Strike out! Blow through!
You can turn into the back of them. You guys, no, you guys aren't. We're gonna get you guys shooting to the back of them with Thunderers and you guys.
Righto! Pop those dwarven legs! Warriors! Obey me! Waited and blood!
Right, that's it. We're cracking them. They have completely broken now. So let's just keep shooting on what we're doing to get a few more kills. No, that's it. So that's the first bit of that Chaos Invasion hit. We potentially lost one unit of Longbeards there. I did rather aggressively push him forwards into a dangerous situation, but it dealt with that Hell Cannon, which was the aim of that. So, that's one of that little horde, that set of invasion down. But they do have another army here, I believe. Yeah, they've got a second army which is spawned there. However, we should be able to take them out in short succession now. Okay. We're going to knock that over. Because we want an engineer's place here, guys. In fact, I can also move that. So we're going to start moving that out somewhere else as well.
Armed and ready. Lord of the Angrund.
Do we go straight for the Hell Pit and then over there? Do you want to take that as a very solid settlement for us, but at the same time, see, I'm worried the Dwarfs will take there. And I'm worried about being attacked here. Oh, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go finish off this Chaos Army. Which means here is my next target.
Of Belegar. Aye, grudges will be settled. Go up then. To battle.
Ah, grumble, grumble.
Vengeful Runelord. I'll cast the runes. Got.
They're going to escape to sea. Where did the rest of those Chaos armies go?
For the wisdom of Belegar. Shoulder axes, lads. We move. Lunds air. I am built.
So that first little Chaos invasion is pretty much dealt with in the north now. We're finishing them off. Oh, he'll pick their up next turn because I can't afford it this turn. Which will get us this entire region. As I said, we're going to capture up here as well. And then we'll try and move in to the mountains a little bit up here. Hopefully Vivag will push the dwarves back a little bit, and I'll be able to capture the entire region up there. And we're going to build a bastion of citadels up here, with a couple, which will always be manned by a couple of really strong armies, because when the main Chaos Invasion comes, guys, it's going to be nasty. And even with bastions and a couple of really strong armies, I might not be able to fend it off, but it'll be enough to certainly dull its edge and give the rest of the world time to build up and defend. See, the other dwarves, as you can see, have gone for Hell Pit there, which is really annoying. I'd quite like to get the Hell Pit, but I don't have enough armies up there. I'm kind of being a bit too reactive at the moment. I do need to consolidate, I do need to build up some of my regions a bit more, get my income flowing a bit more. What I am lacking is I'm lacking all of those really nice resource generating regions the dwarfs have, which is why they can pump out so many armies. Because in these mountains there are a lot of resources which I don't have access to in my territories at the moment, so that's why an invasion of Ulthuan will be going ahead and will be quite a solid little invasion for us. Oh, so there's Skaven here! And with even with 4 standard armies, the invasion of Ulthuan should go fairly well.
Cease! I stand defiant. To battle!
Nice easy cap for us.
My axe thirsts for war.
Yeah, what's the defence at Kislev, right? Kislev's quite a nice defence actually, so if they attack Kislev, I'm not that fussed. You're almost home.
Lord Clan Morgan. Ready. Iron Weld. I'm leaving. Moving. What? Moving.
Where did all those Chaos armies go? I'm concerned by this because I'm worried they're just going to drop in somewhere, but I can see all of this, so there's a Chaos army there which is just sitting there. Public order and reducing the corruption up here.
Revenge incarnate.
Oh, I didn't mean to end turn. Okay, guys, so let's see where that Chaos army goes. We're going to be ending it after this turn. This army is going to push out straight up here as fast as he can to try and get that gem mine. That gem mine is our aim now, because that'll give me a nice big buff, as well as Karak Drak will be a nice, good, solid defensive citadel for us to hold. And then if they really have disappeared, we're going to prepare the invasion of Ulthuan. We're going to start sailing our guys over to Ulthuan next turn. Well, within the next few turns. Oh, there's another Chaos army. There's another Chaos army. Right, where was it? Was that in my territory or was that up here in the Dwarven territory? That's the Chaos army which slid off to the side. So that's a little worrying for us. Where was that? So Queek is still around and he's doing quite nicely over there, so I do want to be careful of him as well, though I've got the income to throw out another army if needs be down there, so that's not a huge issue when our main settlement is getting into the position where it can do that. I'm annoyed they got away, but there's not much I can do about that. I'm just concerned about the Chaos armies floating around in the seas. Where was that other Chaos army I saw? Oh god, that's quite close.
Heading out. Let us begin.
Let's throw out a little army, a little defensive force here. To buff up the garrison, because this place probably doesn't have the best garrison. And that's quite a nasty little army. Oh dear. Oh very dear.
Summon me if you dare. Move. Aye.
You can start double timing it back this way.
Yes. By the grudge bearer's will. That is unthinkable.
Ooh.
Welcome, Dwarf.
They're not going to give me military access, are they? Anyway, guys, I'm going to be ending this one here. So thank you very much for watching, and I do hope that you have enjoyed this.